Hi everyone, we're here with Mr. Kelechi aka Big OB, the brain behind the African Film Festival, Taff. How are you doing this morning?
I'm very well, thank you.
It's a pleasure to sit with you and talk about the African Film Festival coming to Dallas next week. So where does the Taff idea come from?
Well, as a filmmaker, I experienced the struggle of even doing movie premieres. And I'm one of those that get to premiere in different cities. In fact, I probably have carried out the most movie premieres within the past 5 years, premiering in 8 different cities when each of my movies come out on the average. But looking at that effort, not everybody has the time, the resources, the crowd to make it happen. So I thought, why not set up a film festival where create this platform, everybody, selected films, the filmmakers can come to Dallas and have a premiere of their films. And that's what we are doing next weekend. We are premiering 42 films. So it's exciting.
Exciting. What makes Taff so unique?
Well, Taff is quite unique in the sense that it focuses only on African stories. So whether you're an African or not, if you tell a story about Africa, that qualifies you to submit your film to the African Film Festival.
That's very interesting because it's a good point, because there have been other film festivals, but this particular one is about the African stories.
Yes.
So pretty much the producers are from all over the world.
Yes.
It could be Italian, American
Yes.
producer, African producer,
Right.
but they told an African story.
That's right. Yeah, it's interesting you mention Italian. Actually, the person, Nico Piro, made Killer Disease, which is a film about Ebola in Sierra Leone. He actually left his country and went to Africa to make a story about Ebola. It was quite interesting. So it's an international effort without naming it International Film Festival. The focus is clear. Tell a story about Africa. And then whether you're an African filmmaker or not, it qualifies you to be in the African Film Festival.
So you're heard. If you want to be part of the African Film Festival, it's tell a story about the African continent, and you'll be qualified.
Yes.
So speaking of the films, when I look at the movies your team selected, they all have a specific theme in common. Talking about education, inspirational, the African story, but in a unique way because it's about making a change. Was that done intentionally?
Well, those are my type of films. I call them meaningful films. I'm very passionate about telling stories to inspire, to raise awareness. As you know, my films are being used in different universities, Harvard, Yale, Stanford. So I'm drawn towards not just take a camera and shoot a film, to be shooting films.
Yes, now you mentioned that it's very interesting because some of the stories I see on the movies that you selected, they reminded me of some childhood stories that I've heard or missed along the way. I'm going to give an example. There's this True Zion that's coming up.
True Zion,
That's when I looked at it, if you haven't checked out True Zion on www.theafricanfilmfestival.org, it really reminded me of some stories that I've heard, but it got lost along the way. So it kind of shined a light on some. It just did something to me. I had to
you have films like Two Zions. You have Fake. Forcing young teenagers or young girls into early marriage. You have Aisha addressed rape in a way. You have Alma, addressed domestic violence. You have just the list goes on and on and on. Gender and Number from Ethiopia. And the most exciting part of this is seeing non-African filmmakers telling African stories. It was fascinating to see. And these films exist and nobody hears about them, you know?
That is interesting.
So there are 25 countries involved. 16 of them are African countries, and 9 out of those are actually non-Africans that told African stories.
That is interesting. Well, we're very excited, and I honestly, personally can't wait for next week.
Yes.
I'm going to say, if someone wants to get a ticket, where can they go to purchase the tickets?
They can go on our website, www.theafricanfilmfestival.org. And then we also have ticket sales at ticketdfw.com. They are really been working hard and handling all our ticket sales as well. So either of the websites will.
So what do you think this Taff is going to do to the African filmmakers? How is it going to change things for them?
Well, it's an additional platform for them to showcase their stories. All the feedback that I've received so far have been quite wonderful, to say the least. A lot of support. You see the excitement out there that we actually have this platform by an African filmmaker. So I understand their struggles. I know where they are coming from. I'm looking at some of these selected films, very low budget films, but they did such excellent work, and that's what we want to showcase to the world, to say, hey, look at these African filmmakers. If they can do such marvelous work with nothing, imagine what they can do if they actually have financial backing and funding. That's what we are trying to do with the African Film Festival.
That's awesome. So pretty much I could say this idea of the African Film Festival was birthed from trying to solve a problem.
We'll see what comes out of it. I envision it, who knows, if we keep getting such great films, maybe it will become a hub for the bigger platforms, the bigger distributions, the bigger awards to tap in to pull the best of the best from the African Film Festivals.
That's awesome. So why Dallas?
Oh, Dallas. Well, I live here in Dallas, and but what a lot of people don't know about Dallas is the depth of diversity that it has. Dallas has actually embraced the African Film Festival. You see the billboards, marquees all over downtown about the festival. So it's already been celebrated, and we are quite pleased.
I really think it's very exciting because I meet a lot of people in my daily activities, and everyone talks about the film festival.
Yes.
So it's something that we're very excited and hope you all come out and see it for yourself. So can you give us just a little roundup of the weekend?
City of Dallas, the mayor and council's office actually welcoming us in the flag room at the Dallas City Hall downtown. And after that, we will go to the Texas Theater to watch the opening films, which are all the short films selected in the festival, will be premiered Friday night. And then Saturday morning, we have a filmmakers workshop by Ike Nnabue. He's a Nigerian director, will be giving a workshop. And then after that, it's going to be a marathon of film watching on Saturday at the Texas Theater, the Cadillac Studio, and a Pan-African Connection. And then on Sunday, we have a private boat ride for filmmakers. We just try to treat, let them relax for all the hard work they've put into making these films. We're gonna treat them with some barbecue inside the boat, Texas barbecue, yeah. So then after that, there'll be a few more film screening on Sunday before the awards night at the Dallas City Performance Hall. Now, during the awards, we will recognize 12 categories of best film, best documentary, best actor, and so forth. And the highlight will be actually honoring Mrs. Patience Ozokwo. She's done a lot.
She's a legend.
Yes, we are honoring her with the African Film Legend Award. She's done a lot for African films, giving us a face, to say the least. When I meet a lot of Caribbeans, Haitians, that's who they talk about is Patience Ozokwo. So we are very happy that she'll be in our midst to accept this award as well.
Great. So we are about rounding up this conversation, and it's been an amazing time talking to you.
Thanks.
We're looking forward to the weekend. But before you go, are there going to be after parties on the weekend?
We have after parties every night. Friday night after parties, Saturday and Sunday. And we will tell the audience that as they participate,
come to the events.
Come to the events, and then we'll tell you where the after parties are gonna be. So you can celebrate with us. It's exciting. We'll be celebrating African independent films on America's Independent Weekend.
That's awesome.
So that's the slogan we are going by.
Okay, for the dressing, can you give us a little bit of how to dress on Friday?
Dressing, yes. Africans, friends of Africa, be proud, showcase what our unique outfit. And I see Americans now rocking,
rocking these.
Our clothes, and it's something to be very proud of. Let's celebrate our culture. It's the African Film Festival,
Yes.
So let's celebrate our culture. Let's be proud of who we are. Let's show the world that we are progressing.
And on Sunday, the award night is formal, strictly formal.
The award night is formal, African clothes recommended, not required, of course, but strictly recommended. But our people know they know how to come out.
So you all have heard Mr. Kelechi. If you have any idea of any friend that needs an African outfit, you PM us so we can figure out how they can get the outfits, because if they want to dress up for this event, we can help. Get yourself ready. It's going to be an amazing weekend. They've been working so hard for years. This is not an idea that was put together in a week or one day. So as you can see the passion in Mr. Kelechi, he is ready, and the entire team has put in everything for this weekend. So we cannot wait to see you in Dallas, Texas.
Thank you. Bye-bye.